Welcome back to the Lifespring Age. Episode 54. Plans for Leia. The Starlight Syndicate finalize their plans to set to the north, whilst Leia makes herself objectionable. Follow us on the socials, Instagram, X and YouTube. Okay. Let's pick back up. So Rusty is clearing the plates away. He isn't smashing plates. He's being a very careful little boy. He's actually doing that thing where he puts the cutlery, like the forks, lying on their side, so you can fit more in the drawer and they're easiest to get out. He's been very good about it.
You know, in the beginning of The Hobbit, when the dwarves have the massive meal and they clean up.
Yeah, well,
that's what Baggins hates.
Yeah. But he's doing it quietly. He's not clattering pans. The Azalea and Riptide have gone into a room, weirdly quiet. Kudo is like having a swim in the pond. I don't know what he's doing. Leia has gone back into Lou's room and is like putting up posters and scrawling metal lyrics on the wall, being an emo teenager. Emily Lestrangier has walked out, maybe never to be seen again. And you guys are sat, I assume, in this area here. What are you talking about? Dazzle me.
Okay,
you say Laffy's finished her board?
Yeah?
Holy crap, you're fast.
Out of breath, like...
Where did you even get the brickboard from?
It was on the list of things I gave. It's on the list of things I gave to Cal, because I assumed we were going to need a plan.
I got it from you, Lou. You're a prick.
Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. So, yeah, I talked to Leia. She will stop being...
I think she said she'll try to stop being awful.
I'm not
Sorry if I take that with Sorry if I take that with a bit of, like, a grain of salt. Like...
Yeah.
Don't worry, Anne, you're in the vast majority.
I've voiced my concerns with her. Quite.
Yeah, I don't know what to do.
So, this chalkboard, let's describe it, because we can all see it. I will move you to it, actually, on the map, so you can see it a little bit clearer, and then we can like, ping on it. And we can add stuff to it and stuff like that. I was thinking about maybe like making a Miro board, but that can't be asked.
That's just confusing.
A Miro, it's like a shared one of these that people use for like...
but it was just having to open...
Yeah, it's a pain in the ass. So, for Woo... what do we see? I joke. We've had like 180 listeners in the last 7 days.
Welcome, guys. I hope you're enjoying.
You've been watching it a lot recently.
Hey, to the listeners, what a shame you can't see the board. It's so well made. Kudos to them. You're so talented.
Please stop.
I feel like my life has improved since seeing this board.
I've had enough. I've had enough of this bit.
So we have some steps. I'm gonna hand over to Beth. Actually, I'm gonna hand over to Beth because it's all her hard work. All I did was like say yes when she asked if she could do it, which is great. So
please make a list,
please, guys.
So I'm gonna hand over to Beth, and she can take us through the.
James, I need you to censor this entire thing so the listeners don't know what we're about to do. Like no spoilers.
No, this is really helping me plan as well. Please
enjoy this
wonderful.
elevator music.
Yeah.
Please enjoy this smooth.
And here's our sponsor.
Oh my god, James, you just insert a clip of my campaign just to confuse everyone
Yeah.
in this section.
Yeah. Or fucking just random outtakes that I've got recorded.
Please
Anyway.
subscribe.
Yeah,
Please
yeah.
subscribe. Please
Yeah.
subscribe.
Oh, just that bit from the end of that session with Naffy where you're like, what the fuck?
Oh, please
What the
don't.
fuck?
Oh.
I need everybody to imagine Laffy has gone full Pepe Silvio.
Charlie Day.
Yeah,
Does she
Charlie
have like
Day.
glasses and one of those like riding crops to like point at things? I don't know how
That's
to call
Lucy Lou's Charlie's Angel.
Yeah, that's
I
Lucy
like
Liu.
I like the unhinged, like her usually perfect hair. She's like got like a fucking pen just stuck into it randomly.
She's got one of those candy cigarettes that she's like.
yeah. Pick a bad day to quit.
And I was so close to retirement as well.
Who is Pepe Silvia?
Yeah.
Okay, so step one, clearly.
Then I say buns.
We are already in Haven Orel, so it's aptly called Haven Orel. And so the plan while we're here is to basically get ready to leave, because we need to make sure that we are capable of dealing. Looks to the door, dealing with William. Supplies. We have the Lifespring Alliance ball, which we have been non-stop talking about for days. And just as a side note, Olivia, Lou's friend, is missing. And I feel like it's kind of a little bit important that we find her because of that whole blackboard thing that was mentioned. Just gonna put that out there.
It was mentioned far too late, but anyway.
Oh, we might want to. Go ahead. Sorry.
Is it? No, go
on. We might still be able to pass by her house and see if it has been updated in the time we haven't been here.
That's a good point.
Because I think it has been 2 months since we left.
Mm-hmm.
What's the Wolf's Farm? No, it's
No, like when we left Haven
or
Orel.
tops.
It's been like I think
Yeah,
3
2
I think
weeks.
3.5. No, because it took a while to get there. We were there.
Yeah, it's not. Oh no, so you spent like 10 days at the farm, and it took like
we were also
2
in
days to get there.
Greencrest for a bit though.
Yeah,
so...
yeah, it's like two. I'm being really loosey goosey. It's probably been like
I guess about
25 days.
three.
Yeah,
just
something
over.
like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So a decent amount of time, almost a month.
Okay, so we
yeah.
should
I mean,
definitely
you were
check
out longer than you've actually been in the. It was the longest period of actual like gameplay, and like in-game time. If I'm being honest.
Yeah, it was a while.
Yeah, it was a long time. Actually, thinking about it.
Okay, so that would be a good idea if we, when we were out looking for supplies and stuff. I'm assuming that her place is sort of in town.
Yeah.
So we can check there. We may also be able to find information as to where she is, unless Leia can help with that.
I already asked Leia. She doesn't know where she is specifically, but she did tell me about this hideout they have, and
Okay.
it's in the. And she's just going to explain the
Yeah, it's
instructions
like
yeah.
they
not
had.
far away
It's
at all.
close. Yeah, we could walk in
Yeah.
2 minutes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you could stroll there.
I also added, now maybe. I don't particularly want to talk to Emily about it because she said she doesn't know where she is. But Elder Noxious has been quiet. And so that scares me because she might be up to something. So if we, can find anything out about that.
It's because the player I gave the contact information to kept forgetting to look at it.
Listen, James, I would love to mention. Sorry, before we go on, let's mention one thing. I've had it at the start of my notes every session. I just have not had the chance for the last 5 weeks.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry
Like,
about
no,
it.
literally, I did forget about it while we were on the farm.
Yeah,
But since
it's
you
fine,
mentioned
don't
it, I've literally had it every time. I just have not had a
Yeah.
moment to look at it.
Would you like to look at it right now?
Would you like to look at it right now?
I
Yeah.
would, because I've
Okay.
been, yes, please.
Okay, so you go and you rootle through your bags and you find.
Oh, it's in my
fucking-
bag of holding.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Okay. So you go rootling through your bag of holding. You find like receipts, fucking half a Mars bar, whatever.
A stale croissant.
You sell
I can
croissant,
actually
yeah.
read everything's on the bag of holding, but I won't.
No, it's all right. You pull this thing out, and it's not like the tablet, which has
Whoop,
like
here's the dragon egg. Whoop. Anyway.
Yeah. It's not like. Do you look at the dragon eggs?
No, I don't.
Okay, right.
I know you want me to, but I
Oh,
won't.
I feel like you should now.
I will after
Okay,
this.
it's fine.
I'm not going to
It's
forget.
It's fine. Don't worry about it. So you pull it out, and so
I
it's
hate you
not.
today, James.
It's not
Sorry.
like the tablets where there's like messages. At the minute, this thing is like, for lack of a better word, dormant. It's like asleep, and as you look at it, and Aeon, you've got like a passive of like 14, right, for investigation.
I have a 17 passive.
17. All right.
Mine
I'll
was
give
15.
you this. Right.
Wait,
You
that-
can
That's
test.
mine the
for what?
lowest.
You're not an
Investigation.
intelligence based.
I have
Wow.
19 investigation.
Hey, you
You're
got
not
street smarts,
intelligent.
buddy. You got street smarts.
Well,
Like your
I
sister.
actually do have proficiency with investigation. It's just a place just not higher.
I just have
Hey,
expertise
what
on
about you
investigation.
That's cheating. That is
That's-
cheating. I just have a
that's
better.
That's cheating.
But anyway, so you look at
Expertise,
this thing. You are under. You look at it for a few seconds, and you kind of like you pass it round. You get the feeling that if there is a like alarm or alert, probably is a better word, this thing would glow, and you would receive an immediate message rather than it like stores messages. You know, you're not scrolling through like you up on kind of thing. You know what I mean?
So what you're telling me is it's completely useless right now.
At the moment, yeah.
Kinda. Yeah.
So all
So
that
why-
time that you
So
haven't
why have
been
you been
checking
getting
it.
why have you been being on my ass about it if it's been useless then?
You had messages. And
Hey,
stuff.
you had to know it was useless.
Yeah. Yeah. If you'd have had it on you, stuff might have gone down different. Anyway.
I want to kill you today. I've had enough. Listen, I was rest and relax after the break, but I'm not anymore. I want to leave.
Okay, Larry, don't shout at God. Okay, so step 2.
I'm not shouting. I'm not shouting at God. I'm shouting at Lou. Fuck you, Lou.
But I didn't do anything yet.
That's not yet.
Hey.
And you,
I tell you what though, when Lorelei
Breathe.
sits down, the leather sofa is that really nice, cool and soft. You know, when you sit on leather for the first time, it's nice and cool, and you're like,
Oh,
"Ooh,
yeah.
actually, yeah." Exactly.
Yeah.
And you
Like
feel
sitting
that God takes
in like
pity
a
on
sofa
you.
for a while, and then like just like shifting a little bit to the left,
Yeah.
like oh my
Ooh,
god.
Yeah, yeah. This is a good sofa.
Okay,
Um,
so
About the plans of El Noxious, Olivia is very well versed in divination, so she might be able to glean something.
okay,
If we can find her.
yeah. So I think it's worth gathering supplies maybe today if we haven't got anything else to do.
isn't it
Um,
like 10 in the morning?
Yeah.
You've just finished breakfast. Like
Yeah.
that
Okay. No,
conversation with
I'm just making sure
thingy
that-
was probably like real time. So yeah.
yeah. I'm just making sure. Okay.
So we gather supplies today. We pop by Olivia's. We check out the blackboard, see if there's anything new. We also possibly try and figure out a way to get to where Olivia is and find her. We could also maybe go shopping for outfit. Just as a side
what?
note, for the ball, Lou, the big thing that we've been talking about for weeks.
Oh, I thought we weren't going anymore.
Lou, I'm gonna kill you.
Steam comes out of Laffy's ears. No,
Because
okay.
you know, attack.
James, where can I shoot Lou to the least amount of damage?
The
Yeah.
The brain.
That's true. It might end up. Yeah, maybe.
I'm just
Okay.
imagining
I have a
Laffy's
star,
doing that
like-
woman on TikTok who's like, "Catch your bubble, friend. Catch your bubble."
Yeah. Fuck's sake. Okay. Step 2.
Lou, there's a reason I'm mad now. You officially did something. Anyway, keep going.
Step 2. I think we can all agree that the sooner that William is dealt with and Leia is gone, the better. So, once we've got all our supplies and we've saved or found Olivia or whatever we're doing, and we've done the ball and found a boat, we leave, we head to the nets, we deal with William, and possibly like keep an eye out for anything mentioning liches, because we know that he is looking into how to become a lich, hence why he wants this book so badly. And I-
at this point, Rusty's going to waddle over, just for like away from me to interject. He's going to sit there and go, "What do you mean when you say like deal with him? If it's like," and he like made that, the slash the throat sign.
Probably.
She's
Oh,
yeah,
it's
she's gonna
possible
like
we're
put her
getting
hand
it,
on his
yeah.
shoulder and be like, yeah. So this,
No, that's okay. I'm fine with that. He sounds horrible, but like,
yeah,
if he's like a really strong, powerful wizard, like, How are
this
we
is
going
why
to do that?
this is why I'm thinking that we need to gather supplies and really make sure that we know what we're doing. So while we're planning to leave, we should maybe, as much as I hate to say it, speak to Leia and figure out just exactly what we're dealing with.
Well, I know what we're dealing with. I've been with.
But you haven't seen him in 10 years.
I haven't
It's not
seen
been
him
that
in
long,
3
it's been,
months.
Yeah.
Oh, has it been 3 months?
It's not been that.
It's
Yeah.
like
in my
about
head,
3
it's been
days
about
before the
5.
start of
It's
the
like
campaign. Yeah.
I thought you left years before.
No.
Oh no!
Oh, okay.
I wish.
So do we. Maybe Lou wouldn't be here if she left like
Oh.
earlier.
Oh, I would be dead in a
Sick
ditch
burn,
for
bro.
sure.
In a well, you mean? Anyway, so yeah,
In the
we find out as much as we can about William, figure out exactly what we're dealing with, and prepare. We head there. We copies Rusty. Deal with William. Keep an eye out, like I say, for anything to do with liches. The name Arasi, if anything like that comes up, or what was it? What was the other name? Aeon that she had when she became a lich.
The Unforgiving.
That one.
Michael.
Yeah.
Anything to do with
The sour
Arasi.
bitch.
Karasina, Baranok, any of those names, feel free to write them down because if any of them come up, I'd like to know about it.
Sorry,
Just-
can you repeat them?
Arasi,
Mm,
Karasina, and Baranok.
I'm sure I got those close enough.
So if you guys, that's just a little personal favor for me because I would like to know what happened to them.
Will do.
Thank you. Okay, so when William is hopefully dealt with, step 3 is that we go to the north, try and track down Kilpatrick.
William is in the north.
Like
The
further up
Nets
north.
is like the north. So the Nets is at the highest point of the north, and then I think everything else is like after that. Whilst we're in the general area, that's the impression that James got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought above Nets was like mountains, like
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
Great
there is stuff
Canyon
above
sort of
it,
deal.
but like I
the
haven't
Nets is
named
like
it.
northeast. So we
No,
need to
Nets
go.
is
It's like due north.
Yeah.
Due north, I think. Yeah.
Oh, is it? Okay. So we head
And
to
then-
regardless, we head to Kilpatrick.
Kilpatrick, we know, is currently like
Was.
north. We know it's about like northwest ish.
Yeah.
And he was heading slowly south,
Heading slowly
but he's
south.
walking on foot and wasn't walking in the
He's
straight line.
trudging along.
Yeah,
Now,
it's like fucking hell.
I don't get the impression.
Taking the
that-
hobbits to Isengard.
I don't get the impression that we're going
He's
to be able to
Gimli.
talk to him. Who knows? Maybe he also doesn't need a mouth to speak where he's going, and he's pulled that off too.
That's a good
But
one.
if we
I
can
will
get,
try and get as much information out of him as I can.
Yeah.
Autopsy is a good way to get information, right?
Well, we are talking about the man who ripped his own eyes out voluntarily. He
yeah, that's
Well,
why I'm.
might
Well,
just
he said
be
he didn't.
immune to
He said he
pain or
didn't need
something.
them. Maybe he was like a bat.
Yeah, but maybe he's just not the talking
Fucking
kind.
mental.
Yeah. So if we can't,
So Rusty says, maybe he's fucking mental.
if we can't speak to him about is it the Ochre Eye? Is that how you pronounce
Okra.
it? Ochre Eye.
But then there was
cult.
also the there was Hadar, and
Mhm.
then
That's
what was
Hadar's
the other one?
stuff.
The New Dawn.
Yeah. So we
well,
clearly
yeah.
we have a lot of information that we need to get out of him. He may not be up for talking, so if we can figure out a way to deal with that, we should think about it.
Sorry for interrupting, Laughing.
No, it's okay.
I wasn't there, but I'm pretty sure when I was tuned into the group chat, I overheard
Mhm.
Swan say that there was like a new evil cult that were attacking the
What were
New
they
Dawn.
called? I don't remember.
They were called the
It's crazy that Rusty remembers that.
Divine
Mhm.
Shadow. That's
Divine
what I said.
Shadow. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
and they're here in the city
Oh yeah.
because the
Uh,
New Dawn have
maybe-
like set themselves up as like a proper church.
Leffy's gonna hand everybody a pen, and at the bottom there's like a little list of other things to do that aren't on the main list. So if
Any other
anybody-
business? Any
Yeah,
other?
and anything that anyone else wants to do while we're here, and we have the board, write it
I
down on
just
there.
thought
So
I'd mention it because there's a lot going on that I
Yeah.
think you guys
yeah,
have skipped over.
really
So,
good
yeah,
for remembering. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
actually really
It's the
helpful.
only thing he's remembering.
Mhm.
I know
I-
this.
But he wasn't even there. That's literally God. Like Riptide pokes her and guys, you're forgetting something. Well, your hand grabs her from like the mouth. Like, oh, coming back, darling.
Round 4.
Laffy, I noticed something like on the upper corner left, group font. What's that for? Like,
Okay, I'll go through the steps and then I'll say that at the end because I feel like you specifically are not going to like it. So I'm going to get everything out of the way first before you start crying. Okay, step 4. After Kilpatrick is dealt with, whatever that may be, I don't know. Hopefully, I think Riptide will kill him on sight. So maybe.
You're fucking right. Yeah.
There she is. So step 4, on the way back, Kudo's village. There's been some smuggling and some human trafficking. Apparently, it's been going on for quite a while. He's outside in the pond.
Swimming in the pond, yeah.
Yeah, so he doesn't need to be here for this. But he also thinks that it's linked to the group called the Dollfaces. I know we've heard about them before, right?
Yeah, we briefly encountered them.
wait,
Yeah.
doll faces?
Yeah, so
I know
think I
about
mentioned this
them.
a few weeks ago, but like it was a while ago. These were the group that you had like your purse stolen. You went,
Yeah,
Lou
they're a
did
group
the
of
classic-
thieves that have doll masks.
Imagine being a thief.
I'm not a thief. I don't steal.
Would Lorelei know anything about the Dollfaces?
You can roll a history check with advantage, sure.
If they are known criminals, would Aeon also know anything about the Dollfaces?
You can roll, sure, a history. 12.
Can I do a help action for Aeon?
Ooh, don't need it.
We rolled
17.
well.
With a
Jesus.
17, probably doesn't
Oh,
need it.
no, I
So, Laura, you've like heard the name. They're very small, like small fry. Like from what you know about them, they're just like a group of people who wear creepy masks. That's all you know about them. Aeon would know a little bit more. They are not like a big organization. They're very tight knit and like weirdly capable of weirdly capable group of like what's the word I'm looking for?
Criminals?
No,
Bitches.
that's not really the word. Like, if I was to assign a D&D class, these would be your classic, like, rogue multi-class with a charisma-based caster.
Well,
Like,
a
maybe not
swashbuckler.
bard, like a
swashbucklers.
kind of, but like
Brigands,
more-
pirates,
no, more like
scoundrels.
Oh,
Han
What
Solo
about
type.
like a sword?
Oh,
squad?
well, so like they steal from the rich to give to themselves who they consider the poor, and they help out in various areas.
So they're
They
weird
also-
Robin Hood types.
Weird Robin Hood types is what I originally pitched them after the group, but Aeon would know slightly more that whilst they do like have a good front for like like chaotic good Robin Hood types, there is like rumors that even that is a front. That's to gain like do you remember Jet from Avatar?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like he was a bit of a dick, right? He was doing the right
Yes,
thing.
I mean
But
a
he was
bit.
but like he was doing the
Not
right
better.
thing. This is kind of like
Well-
the opposite of that. They're doing the right thing, so people come to them for help, and sometimes those people go missing.
Yeah. Okay. They're kind of like genuinely. They're kind of like the Zen.
Pied Pipers.
in,
That's the word I was thinking of.
hmm,
Pied Pipers.
Yeah. They kind of sound a little bit like the Zen in Forgotten Realms. Zentrum.
Yeah.
No, not as organized as that. Like
Not as
imagine like 25 people. A group of 25 people who the public perception of them is of these like anonymous style Robin Hood types who steal from the very rich to give to the poor, and people come to them with problems, and occasionally those people go missing, and these people are exceptionally well kitted out, like randomly have magical weapons, sometimes have super powerful spells, like, and they don't appear to have like a modus operandi. They don't always do the same thing. They don't always like target a bank or whatever. Sometimes they'll be quiet for months, and then all of a sudden they'll be really like loads of money will go missing, or loads of items will go missing, or loads of people will join the ranks of the Dollfaces. But because you never know who's in the Dollfaces, because you never see their faces, and the numbers, like you don't know exactly how many of them are, because they all kind of look identical. Maybe people go missing. It's a weird one. They are a weird group. The closer you look at them, it's like the closer you look at them, the sketchier they get.
Okay.
With your 17. And I will
Interesting.
just say that Aeon like opens his mouth and like
I
James'
will.
voice pops out.
Yeah, I would gobble
Demon.
it.
Okay, so if we go on the way back to Haven Orel after we've dealt with everything else, if we go through Kudo's village and speak with some of the locals, we might be able to get more information on what's going on and help. Then
If we're going
there's-
north, isn't Kudo's village south? West?
Kudo's
We're
village
going
is
round.
yeah.
Okay.
So if you were to go directly north to the nets and then come back to where you think Kilpatrick stuff, that will take you to the west, and there's a river that brings you past the Looping Vale, and then we'll bring you out near Kudo's village, and then you
I
are
think-
kind of like to the southeast of the.
We have someone. Speaking of Kudo's village,
Yeah, that's me.
Hello.
Oh wow! You emerge from the pond outside, dripping wet, as they are discussing. Hi, Kudo. You alright?
You're just talking about his village.
Yeah, I did the Peru, made it, and wanted to take a nap at like 7.
Oh, that's
Danger nap. You're not going to sleep all night now. That's it.
I will. Trust me, I will.
You sleep? What kind of weakling are you?
Good, around time. We're
Yeah.
talking about the going to your village after we've dealt with William and Kilpatrick and seeing what's going on at your village. So, if when I'm done with this list, if we go to the map, I'll draw the line of like the travel where we're going.
I think the last time I played, we actually did look at the main map and discuss the
I
route,
think we
which
did
was
map it
like,
out, yeah.
I think it was north, northwest, then back
Wait,
down.
were there rumors that Aeon's brother was seen somewhere like west of Nets?
No, Aeon's
Or s-
brother was Aeon's the guy who turned Aeon's brother into a weirdo
Yeah.
gave William the
Oh,
initially.
okay.
And
Okay, I
my
just
last
remember that.
my last lead was Kilpatrick because they were part of the same cult, and then Kilpatrick decided to break off and form his own cult with blackjack and hookers. Had no eyes apparently.
Don't need
So-
eyes for blackjack or hookers.
Well, it'd be kind of difficult to play blackjack. It is Braille. But the person who was Lord Lydian, who was maybe someone to look out for.
So
Sounds like a
speaking
knob.
of Aeon's
That sounds
brother,
like a knob.
on this one, which is like the second to last post-it note, this is like additional things which will kind of be going on the whole time while we're going towards William and we're looking around Haven Orel, etc. We should keep an eye out or an ear out for any information regarding those traveling performers that we heard about, the ones that Riptide was discussing with the forgettable
Sue.
face pseudonym, and it was Arabella Summers is the name that stands out. The bronze adamant could be a good way to get more information about that. Obviously they were there at the same time, so that could be an avenue to look down. Also keep an ear open for any information regarding Aeon's brother. Anything we can find would be helpful. This again is a personal one for me, but if we can get any more information about the Chloride Path and Rusty, I
He
think
waves.
I think finding out, everything before might be helpful for you.
He nods.
And we also need to find a way to remove. Well, I think Azalea's mark is gone now. So put a little line through that. But Lou and Kudo have marked. Lou's obviously, points to the big cut down her face.
Yeah.
And Kudo's hand. If there's a way that
In case of Kudo, isn't it as simple as just getting a powerful enough cleric to cast Remove Curse?
Well, it's the deck of many things. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Not a
that's
curse.
gonna
He
be
willingly
someone
did
else.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I
you
think-
can,
I
willingly,
think-
you
to be
can
fair, I think
willingly
the
do
only way-
something that ends in the
yeah.
chaos. But yeah.
I think, to be honest, I think with Deck of Many Things, a lot of the time the card specifies you need at least like a wish spell to get rid of it.
I don't have
Yeah.
it handy, but so I've
Wait,
like
so-
homebrewed it a little bit because I
Yeah,
don't think it's
yeah.
a hugely like interesting thing to have a creature with half your hit points attack you. It doesn't really do anything
Yeah.
to me. So,
I
I've
like
made it a
so-
little
I
bit
do like
spicy.
the change, to be fair.
So,
It's just-
a little bit of a weird question, but what was the how long did Kudo have to mark before it activated?
Oh, activate it instantly, and then
Yeah, so
No,
he
I
got
mean
it,
like
it activates
for the
straight
second time, because then we
Um,
have like maybe like a timetable. We might like expect.
well, it
like,
was clearly it was the necromancy.
It's the
Whenever
necromancy.
necromancy
Yeah.
was used.
I don't-
Around.
do we really know that, or because Kudo
I
kept quiet about it in the fight? I don't think he mentioned anything
Well,
about
during
it.
the fight, I also was trying not to die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
I
whole
would
point.
assume it was like on the out there on the global frequency, like oh god, guys, shit, the DM's being a dick.
That's nothing new.
Yeah, so that basically means I don't use my abilities near you, Kudo, or was it the giant necromancy beast?
I think it was a mix. Or...
I think it was every necromancy.
I have a
like-
tracker of necromancy. For every single time anyone does anything necromantic,
That sounds
I have
like a
tracker.
threat. That's
No,
not
I've
a
told you this
tracker
in
of
session
necromancy.
1. Like
Yeah,
I've told you
yeah.
this in session 1. Every time anyone does anything necromantic, including cantrips, right, including the Toll the Dead, and lose
I do have a
necromantic.
bunch of.
Yeah, I think you
spells,
mentioned that you
that's-
have the separate counter for loose stuff and a separate
Yeah, I
one for
merged them
spells.
later on because
Oh,
I
okay.
could basically you can it's like you can level it like
I assume they
a
like
spell.
cost or like have a different like thing. Lose
Yeah,
by
it's
being
basically-
lower than like a
basically
9th
equivalent-
level blight
Yeah.
or something.
So it levels just like a warlock spell would, as far as I'm concerned, because the amount of damage it's dealing. So a 5th level lose 5th level sneak attack would deal the equivalent, or if you use the Whales of the Grave or whatever, would detract to the equivalent of the 3rd level like necrotic spell that I can't remember any necrotic spells at 3rd level because I don't use them. Resurrect, revivify, fucking idiot. Yeah,
yeah.
revivify. Nah.
I went for spirit trap.
Speaking of Revivify, Glaffy, can you do like a check on me later? I'm not sure what
I have a mole.
changed and what hasn't yet.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, last few little things. To-do list as of right now. Feel free to add anything to that. If you have specific things you want to do while we're still in Haven RL. But I'd like to get an outfit for the event. Looks at Lou. The ball.
Yeah.
Get Rusty a ball. That was on Rusty's list. Yeah. Okay.
Well, I thought.
Um,
So wait, I thought the ball you were talking about was a ball, like a ball to play with. But if there's a ball that I can have, I would not say no to a ball.
Yeah, we'll get you a ball. Cool.
Yeah.
And
Like a
lastly,
dog.
He reaches over and high fives Lorelei.
and lastly, we need to arrange a boat. I know where Build a Skittle was mentioned, but maybe there's another way around that. I'm not sure. But
Just interceding there again.
Rusty does not know what the word interceding.
No.
I taught him it. I
he's
taught him
got
the word.
Sidon's one-a-day calendar.
Yeah.
Look, I taught
Just
Rusty a
the
couple
intercourse
words.
there for a moment.
Huh?
You taught him that word.
Yeah.
Sorry, you
just-
used that in the wrong.
yeah. Just to say that didn't Leia say that she'd met Weirbiddle Skiddle and he was the one who gave her those 3 arrows?
Mhm.
Yeah, but she doesn't know where he is now.
Well, we've not asked.
I think that was discussed last session. I'm not.
I
really
it was
sure.
3 weeks ago, and I don't,
I don't
think,
think
it
we
was.
mentioned where Build a Skittle.
I would have written it down if it
Oh
was.
wait, that might be the thing I forgot to ask
There you
her
go.
about.
Maybe, yeah. I
That might
did
be the
say
thing,
where
yeah.
Build a
You
Skittle.
could just shout and ask her. Like you don't, she's like 12 feet away. If maybe 20
Leia!
feet away.
Oh, hang on, before Leia comes out.
She steps out.
No, she's like you hear the door like pause halfway between openings.
The fund, Lou, that you asked about. I mentioned before that we should get supplies and things. And obviously, I'm not gonna expect everybody to go out and spend all of their money on everything. So, my idea was that we could pull together some money and have it as like a group fund, so that if we need something and we can't afford it for ourselves, we could take a little bit of money out of the fund.
Wait,
how much money do you guys have? Because I've not been tracking it. I think you guys have got a lot, right?
I've got a lot of money.
Between us, I think we've got this.
I've got 1,000 in gold.
I have 1 platinum and a little bit more in other stuff.
I think I've got less than.
So what will be covered by this fund? Let's say food, armor, weapons.
Well, I think it'd be if it was a big thing
Yeah,
that we needed
so
to pull. I have
health
583
potions.
gold.
Yeah, health potions. You know, things that will help us in the fight with William, because I have a feeling it's going to be big. And as we just learned yesterday, you know, we need to go in knowing exactly what we're doing. So I'm going to start, and Laffy puts 300 gold into a little like
Piggy bank.
piggy bank thing, and like puts it on the shelf next to the thing. So that's my contribution. If anybody wants to add anything will help.
I was going to mention. I mean, I think for most of us, I feel like
Riptide's got like 500 gold as well. Yeah, she'll chuck in 200 gold, no problem.
I was going to mention that I think most of us are happy sharing money anyway. I mean, obviously, group fund could be useful to see the amount, but I don't know if it's like.
I mean, I like the idea of a share fund, because then you have your own personal stuff, and you don't have to like try and figure out where the sharing money's coming from. You can just sort of add it in.
I've tried to be a bit free and loose with the amount of money I give you, because it's frustrating when, especially for spellcasters, if they need to buy stuff. Like, I think Azalea was a classic example. She needed like a
gilded
500
skull,
gold
I
skull
think,
or something
yeah.
ridiculous like that. And for Laffy, there will become a point where druids need some really out there shit. So and Riptide's got like 500 gold. You know, it's not, if money is a problem, like if I mean, I don't want to like give you so you can cast Heroes Feast every day, but if you come to me and say, you know, like I need to buy this and we have no money, then we can find a way to get you guys money. I don't want that to be a blocker, because it can be frustrating, especially if you like, there's that dragon spirit spell as well, which is really cool, but it's like really restrictive because you can only cast it once. It's like 5,000 gold.
No, I think it doesn't. I don't think it eats the item. I think
they're not. There's some of them that do.
Wait,
and it's a shame. Cause it's annoying, but yeah, if gold's an issue, let me know. But it shouldn't be.
Yeah. While we're talking about funds, who is like in dire need of like an upgrade or something like that, like a magical weapon or baby armor?
I don't know.
I'm pretty set with.
Yeah, I don't know how my staff works, but I don't think it would be a case of taking it somewhere and being like, "Can you make this better?" Because it's kind of not been made that way.
Well, I'm sure we can get you
I know
some
you have what was it, a vest of like wound closing or something like that kept you up if you went down.
I have a periapic wound.
Oh, that's a point. I do need. She like holds up her wrist. I do need a new gem for this, and it's like the bracelet thing that Lorelei got, because she used the one charge that was in it when she went down in the fight with the big dinosaur things.
So what we just need to find a big gold. A big crystal dragon for that, yeah.
Well, I'm not sure what it was. I can't remember what the gem was.
I think it was crystal because it's radiant.
But it was some like blue crystal-y thing. I remember.
In my
those
I don't know if I did
have a gem, because I have one. Might be
no, it's like a
that.
specific.
Oh, okay.
It's basically as I described. This is going back weeks. So when you went to Cadinshire, the big city, it was surrounded by these like gems that had been like left over from a gem dragon's breath weapon that they were using as like the walls of the city, and the item that Lorelei got for Laffy uses similar kind of things, smaller crystals left over from I think it's the gem dragon's radiant breath.
I think I have. I can try and find it.
I think that makes sense for me because I was thinking about allowing Rusty to do it in certain circumstances, like Rusty to be able to generate them. Not like laying an egg, but if he uses like an ability or rolls a nat 20, he might be able to do it.
Oh, like that pet in Futurama that just like shits out like
Nibbler,
tons of like fuel or something like that.
Yeah, and he's got that really deep voice, Layla.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the plan. Ideally, I don't want you again. I don't want that to be a blocker. As you show that, let's just bring that to a closure now. Like the gem you had has like been drained of some good juice that was in there, and it's now just like transparent. Rusty looks at it, and he goes, "I think I might be able to recharge it if you'd like."
Yeah.
Okay. He goes, now this shouldn't hurt at all. He takes a big breath and then takes 16 points of damage, but recharges the thing, and he'll be fine. That's not a lot for him.
I mean, I guess for him, he's got silly HP.
Yeah.
But...
Just RP amongst yourself for 1 moment.
Wow, Rusty, he did that and then walked off like a chat.
So,
he's just a magic power bank.
Yeah.
Yeah. Speaking about that boat we're planning to use, does anyone know how to sail or operate a boat? Should we hire crew or something?
We might need to hire crew.
I mean, Riptide might know.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I know how to drive a carriage, but not.
I mean, if we
else.
can somehow hire a boat with one of those
the salesman?
magic engines, those like crystal engines that connected to the other planes, I may be able to get it moving, but that's about it.
We can ask around. We can definitely see what we can find.
And I mean, if we end up with like a fishing barge that would like more for lake and river travel, it shouldn't be that complicated, right?
But actually, what we might be able to do is, I gave Lorelai a teleportation scroll a while ago. Maybe we could use that to go to nets and then like get horses or a carriage or something.
I feel
like
like that's a waste of the.
Yeah.
Personally, I think it's as you said when you gave it to me.
Because we know a lot of people. I'm sure we could get a boat.
To get out of jail free.
Yeah, I don't want to be in a situation where we have a boat, but we don't know what to do with it.
Yes,
because...
but I feel like if we have a boat, we'll know that one of us can use the boat.
You know who might be able to? I could always ask. Sissy.
Out of character, can you remind me who that is?
The druid in Haven Orel.
Fluffy's druid.
Oh, okay.
I mean, if it's this is Aeon's first time with the party in Haven Orel, so any character that was met in Haven Orel by the party before.
Also out of character, Laffy should have the elf ability, the trance stick, to change proficiency, so she could just get proficiency with.
Speaking of it, I might be able to get that.
She's
with,
a high elf.
No, she's a wood elf.
Sorry, I think she should have that.
Wait, actually, I might
it?
be able to get proficiency with my Whispers of the Grave, the proficiency thing.
That also maybe.
I would need to check. And while we're speaking, Louis trying to like put 500 silver on the table without anyone noticing.
500 silver without anyone noticing.
Yeah.
That's a lot of
maybe
things to put
not.
on the table.